Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of what we're going to call the Giants Talk Dodgers. We're both huge Dodger fans, and we thought we'd talk about how the Dodgers have been going so far in this 2021 postseason. I'm joined here today with my partner here, Natalia. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay, cool. So, in the National League Division Series, the Dodgers played the Giants. Game one, they lost 4-0. That was not a good start for the Dodgers. It showed they left a lot of runners on base and they had 5 hits and weren't able to score any runs. In game two, they absolutely trounced the Giants with a score of 9-2, showed that they could actually score runs. Game three, it was a heartbreaking loss with the wind really playing a factor, as the final out of the game was prevented. It was a home run that was prevented from going over the fence by the wind. So Dodgers lose that one 1-0. Game four, Dodgers come back, scoring a lot of runs, winning 7-2. And then game five ended on a heartbreaking call for Giants fans, where hitter Wilmer Flores was called out on a check swing when he probably didn't go. It was a good series overall for the Dodgers. On average, they probably outplayed the Giants in most scenarios, but they just couldn't capitalize in runners in scoring position. Then again, the Giants couldn't either. The Giants were, I believe, 0-28, or no, not 0-28. They were like 3-28 or something with runners in scoring position. So it wasn't a good time for the Giants offense. So, and now we're working our way into the National League Championship Series after the Dodgers have won that. So we've played 2 games now, and both games have ended on walk-offs for the Atlanta Braves. Natalia, what do you have to think? What do you have to say about that?
Having that Friday off after winning the series against the Giants, they had a small rest day, traveling to Atlanta, Georgia, to face the Braves. And sadly, Saturday and Sunday were not good days for the Dodger fans, especially having the Dodgers to choke on 2 walk-offs. So it's been pretty hard to be a Dodgers fan these 2 days. And tomorrow we have a game against them. So hopefully the Dodgers bounce back from these 2 straight losses.
Yeah. So last night, which was, as the day of this recording, was Sunday the 17th. Last night was particularly difficult to watch as a Dodger fan, as the Dodgers Max Scherzer was pitching a good game up until the 4th inning, and manager Dave Roberts pulled Max Scherzer after throwing, I believe, 79 pitches in an effort to get the bullpen in the game and get the game moving along. The issue with that is that Max Scherzer only gave up 1 hit that was really impactful, which was a home run. Gave up two runs. So at the time of Max Scherzer coming out of the game, the score was 2-2. Within the next few innings, Dodgers bullpen mostly locked it down, and the Dodgers even scored 2 runs in the 7th inning. But in the 8th inning, manager Dave Roberts made one of the most confusing decisions that I've ever seen on a baseball field, putting in Wednesday's starter, Julio Urias, in to try and close out the game. Now, even if this worked and they put in Urias, and Urias didn't give up any runs, it'd still be confusing because he's still your Wednesday starter. So now Dave Roberts put him in there under fire, hoping for the best, and Urias didn't give his best. He was exhausted from him pitching just a few days ago, and he gave up 2 runs. And those 2 runs tied the game. The score went to 4-4, and the Braves eventually walked it off in the bottom of the 9th inning.
I think from manager Dave Roberts, I think that was not a good idea to put in Julio Urias, just only because you have Bruce Dar Gratterall pitching over 100 miles per hour. So I believe like that would have been a good call to call in Gratterall and use the bullpen, knowing that he can just knock him out, and then having to close with Kenley Johnson would have been perfect. But not everything goes the way we want it to go, and the last call was a walk-off, so that's 2 consecutive games of walk-offs for the Dodgers, and I believe that the Dodgers really outbeat themselves. They didn't really beat Atlanta; they beat themselves here. So hopefully tomorrow we have a better game. Knowing that we have good batters, but I think the pitching from the bullpen has been like not just postseason, but all throughout like regular season. The pitchers have been pretty good. So
Yep.
hopefully we bounce back here.
Especially comparative to previous years. In 2020, they couldn't trust the bullpen at all, which
No,
I feel like this decision is similar to the decision that Roberts made in Game 7 of the World Series last year, except this is Game 2 of the National League Championship Series. Not nearly as pivotal or as required to win as a World Series game.
and
So,
honestly, I have to give Kelly Jensen some recognition right here because last year he was not doing pretty good as a closing
not at
pitcher.
all. No.
And this year he's having like I think one of the best seasons of pitching he's ever had, to be honest.
Yeah, he's been doing really good this year, which
Yeah.
although he was a bit shaky in around April, June, but since then he's been absolutely lights out every time he's come in. And it's
Yeah.
starting to feel like 2016 Kenley Jansen at this point where he's doing just amazing.
Yeah. But here in the batting, I think Chris Taylor has been doing pretty good with the Cardinals, a wild card game, and
Oh
then
yeah.
again
Yep.
for the Giants. Cody Bellinger has not been having a good season, but the postseason he's been doing pretty better than we expected.
Yeah, definitely. Bellinger has I don't want to go as far as to say he's redeemed his whole season, but that hit against the Giants is definitely something that helped us. In the top of the I believe it was top of the 8th inning or top of the
Yeah,
ninth inning in
top
Game
nine.
5 of the in the NLDS. Cody Bellinger hit a single that went right through the shifted defense of the Giants and it put the Dodgers up 2-1, where they would later win on a blown check swing call. So, I mean, Bellinger this season probably some of the worst offensive stats that I've ever seen. He bat below 200. I could get some advanced stats here. He had an OPS plus of 45, OPS of 542. Not good at all. Absolutely horrible. But in the playoffs, he has been semi-clutch. Last night it would have been clutch too, except Chris Taylor was that last night or was it 2 nights ago? I can't remember.
For what? For what play?
Chris Taylor was thrown out. Oh no, it was last night. Chris Taylor got
Last
thrown out
night.
trying to go to third.
Yeah, he did. It was last night.
Yeah, and that was on a hit from Cody Bellinger.
Yeah.
So, I mean, can't blame him at least. But then
Yeah.
again, Chris Taylor did hit a 2-run home run in that game or last night. So
Yeah, let's hope. I want to say that I believe that tomorrow I think it's going to be a pretty good game. Just cuz we're 2-2, so we can't let
yeah,
Braves get a little too confident here.
that's true. Last season against the Braves in the same series, the National Championship Series, the Dodgers were down 3-1, and they managed to come back from that. So,
Yeah.
knowing the luck throughout history that Atlanta has had holding leads in the Super Bowl, the Atlanta Falcons, and in the baseball last year with the 3-1 lead, I have faith. I do have faith, and the Braves winning on 2 walk-offs just means that the Dodgers kept it close, and all
Yeah.
they got to do is capitalize on runs.
Yeah, we get pretty good hits, but I don't know, the batters who come up next after those hits don't take advantage of the full bases. So hopefully we bounce back here.
Yeah, the Dodgers have had a bit of trouble with runners in scoring position. I'd like to talk about Game 1 of this series as well, just a little bit,
Uh-huh.
where the Dodgers gave up. The game was tied 2-2 for the entire game to the bottom of the 9th inning. When Austin Riley scored I think he hit a single and scored the last run. Austin Riley has been amazing for the Braves. He's been probably better offensively and defensively than anyone on the Dodgers roster. So looking forward, the Dodgers are going to have a bit of trouble with their pitching because Julio Urias was already used once. So that means they're going to have to use a tired Buehler, probably a tired Scherzer, because of how forward Dave Roberts has moved the pitching rotation.
Yeah.
It's it's a puzzling decision to use a starter within a bullpen game or within your bullpen because you need them. You still need them.
I think we should. I think we should use Bueller, Walker Bueller for this one.
Beair pitched. Let me see when Beair last pitched really quick.
Yeah.
Did he? Did he pitch? He pitched game 1 this series. No, that was Scherzer.
Scherzer.
No,
The last time Bueller pitched was on Thursday against the Giants.
that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
That is maybe that's. Oh yeah. So it would be fully rested Beair tomorrow or not tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tomorrow. Okay, sorry.
Tomorrow.
So yeah, fully rested Beair tomorrow, and then I thought today was Tuesday for some reason. I thought, but yeah. So fully rested Beair tomorrow, and then a semi-tired Julio Urias on Wednesday.
I don't believe Roberts is gonna use Urias tomorrow. He's gonna go bullpen with this. He's gonna use Joe Kelly for sure, and I believe Gratterall and Jensen just to see like it depends, because you never know with the baseball game how things might flip.
Yeah, what Roberts might end up doing is he's been using Gonsolin for kind of a long relief guy.
Yeah.
So Tony Gonsolin might pitch, and Julio Urias might also pitch. In 2020, Roberts liked to use Gonsolin and Dustin May together, so they would
Yeah.
both pitch around 3 innings. You might be thinking the same thing with Urias here. I don't know why, but it seems like he might be doing that. People are criticizing Roberts for doing this. Well, of course, I am too, but saying that he went into playoffs with only 3 starters, really, which is Urias, Beair, and Scherzer. But last year he did mostly the same thing. With he went in with just Kershaw, Beair, Urias, Gonsolin, May, and just kind of used Urias, Gonsolin, and May interchangeably, and then had Kershaw and Beair as the only 2 real starters.
Yeah.
So he might be trying to do something similar here, I guess, but maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know with Roberts. He might have something new.
That but also this is kind of a conspiracy theory that I have. So with starting Nebel on Game 5 of the NLDS, a lot of people were saying not a lot of people, but it was the fact that the front office of the Dodgers told Roberts to do that. That they told Roberts you have to start Nebel for some reason. I'm thinking, what if the front office is still telling him what to do? Now this is speculation. What if the front office is still telling him what to do? And they're making him do bad decisions, so they have reason to fire him.
I don't think so. There's no way.
It was just something that crossed my mind. I was like, I mean, that would be interesting. I don't think it's the case, but it would certainly be interesting. So the Dodgers have, sorry about this. Let me just check. Dodgers have at least 2 more games to play against the Braves. They could get swept in the next 2 games, or they could go back to 2-2.
So go home.
That's true. The Dodgers are going home, and I don't see the Dodgers losing at home. Then again, I didn't see the Dodgers losing to the Braves at all. So
no, I believe the Dodgers aren't gonna lose at home.
Yeah.
Like you may think like they lose at home, but not as much as you expect them to lose. I think the crowd will go a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna go crazy for sure.
Yeah, let's see what the Dodgers do tomorrow.
So this series will end no matter what. Game 7, if it's necessary, is on 4:38 p.m. Pacific time on October 24th, which is let me see. When is the 24th? 24th is next Sunday. Next Sunday, yeah. So no matter what, this series is going to be over next Sunday, at least.
Yeah.
Or at the most.
All right. So tomorrow is Game 3.
Tomorrow is Game 3, or tomorrow's Game 3 at Dodger Stadium. So we're going to be looking forward to watching that, and we'll see you guys when this series is over, I think. So
yeah,
have a great day. Go Dodgers.
Let's go. You can't be away.
Yep.
All right. It was great talking to you, Spencer. And let's see if the Dodgers pull through.
Yep. Great talking to you too, Natalia. All right.